Good morning. Today our lesson is about sequence, to know its meanings, to recognize it and to describe it, and to differentiate between linear sequence and geometric sequence. So what's a sequence? A sequence is a list of numbers that follows a pattern or rule. For example, if you look at this list 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, this one is a sequence. Each number in this list is called a term. The first number in this list is called the first term. Now we are going to take two types of sequence. We are going to study the first one, which is called a linear sequence. What is a linear sequence? Sequences that increase or decrease by a fixed amount from one term to the next is called a linear sequence. If you look at this list, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, every time it's increasing by 3. It's not increasing by 3, then 5, then 7, and so on. It's a fixed number, so it's called linear sequence. So let's make a sequence from this rule. For example, if the rule tells you to add 3 and the starting number must be 1, so it means the first term should be 1, and then on every time you have to add 3, so it's gonna be 1, 4, 7, and so on. If the starting number is 2, this means that you have to start by 2. The first term is 2, and then you will add 3 on 2, 2, 5, 8, 11, 14. If it's starting at 6, the first term is 6, and then you add on it 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and so on. What's a geometric sequence? It's when you find each term by term, by multiplying or dividing by a fixed amount. It's called a geometric sequence. So it's either you are finding it by multiplication or division. Let's get some examples. Let's guess the sequence here. If you have, the rule is to multiply by 2 and the first term is 5, and you have to find the next 4 terms. So first term is 5, so I have to put 5 as a starting number, and then you multiply by 2 to get 10. Then you multiply by 2 to get 20, then by 2 to get 40, and then you multiply by 2 to get 80. So this rule is multiplying by 2. What's the name of this sequence? It's geometric sequence because we did the terms by multiplication. Now let's guess the sequence. If the rule tells you to divide by 2 and the first term is 80, so you have to start by 80, and then you start to divide by 2. So 80 divided by 2 is 40. 40 divided by 2 is 20. 20 divided by 2 is 10, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. So as you notice, the list here, it's decreasing. The numbers are decreasing because I'm dividing. This is called also a geometric sequence. Now, as a summary, we took linear sequence and geometric sequence. How to find each term in a linear sequence? We said it's either by increasing or decreasing by a fixed amount or a fixed number. How to find each term in a geometric sequence? We can do it either by multiplying or dividing by a fixed amount. And that's your homework for today. Thank you for listening.